Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your October the 16th, 2025. Well, once again, like a broken record, one that I don't mind. It's an absolutely gorgeous day across East Tennessee and North Georgia as we're seeing some very pleasant temperatures out there. But boy, the extremes between the morning and the evening are pretty large, almost 30 degrees in some instances, is what we're going to see going in for tomorrow, as tonight will be a little bit cooler than we saw this morning. Now, before we get into this full broadcast yet, if you haven't yet followed us here on Facebook, please give us a like or follow here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. And if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future forecast updates like these. All right, let's take a live look there in Chattanooga. A gorgeous sky, lots of blue skies, not a cloud to be seen. Couldn't buy a raindrop if you wanted to for today. Looking pretty good, as well as toward Lake Chattooga, looking at the leaves changing out there, looking gorgeous for this afternoon. Definitely not bad at all. All right, let's go take a look at the local radar. All clear. Expect to remain that way at least until we get to Saturday night and Sunday, when this thing should light up a little bit. And our satellite picture continues to tell the story of clear skies. Cannot complain about this. Very nice indeed. Overall, looking very good. Now, as we look at our current temperatures out there, everybody warming up well nicely into the 70s, even the low 80s down there toward Rome, 82 degrees down there. And again, very, very nice for this afternoon. And temperatures still running a bit above normal, but the trend for next week is definitely for seasonal to below average temperatures. That's what the models continue to try to do here for next week. Still some question marks just on how much of a cool down we're going to get next week, but we're definitely going to see that for sure. All right, let's go take a look at your NAM model here. We're finally getting close enough to see some of this activity here toward the west. Going into your Saturday. There's those thunderstorms in Missouri and Arkansas going into your Saturday. So again, this looks like it's going to be a Saturday night, Sunday morning event with the rain coming on in here. I'm not expecting any severe weather. They are expecting that off toward the west, over toward Arkansas and Missouri. I'm not expecting that here. We're just not going to have the best dynamics, nor are we going to have the heat availability, because things will kind of cool off a little bit there. All right, so let's talk about what the timing on this. I'm going to switch over to the European model here. And again, you kind of see this coming on here. Here's 2 o'clock in the morning coming in across Tennessee. And then there is your 8 o'clock in the morning coming across North Georgia. Looks like we're kind of clearing out there. So looks like Sunday's not going to be all that bad. Looks like just a morning type thing. And then we kind of clear on out. And then we're looking pretty good there. Not bad at all behind this thing as this thing clears on out. Then there's that other front. Here's that little front there. Just a slight risk you might see a shower go there on Tuesday. As that comes on, that's another reinforcing shot of cool air. And then there's one Thursday potentially there. It's just driving me nuts. The American GFS model was definitely on crack on the Thursday temperature. I wasn't buying what it was selling just yet. But anyway, rainfall totals here. Again, we're looking at, I think, generally maybe a ½ inch to 3/4 inch. There might be some localized heavier amounts up in the mountains, but I think, at the speed of this thing is moving, I'm not expecting a ton of rain out of this thing. But it will be fairly widespread, so that's the good news on that point. Let's look at the forecast models here as we look at the maps, I should say, from the National Weather Service. Watch as I go ahead and take you through this. As we go through the next week, looking high and dry thanks to high pressure, but there comes that cold front on Saturday. There it is on Sunday, knocking on our front door. So Saturday into Sunday, that's when we should see it come on through. And look at that big high coming in here on Monday. I think some parts of North Georgia and some of the mountain locations may see their first 30s for the season coming into next week. And then here comes that next front coming on Tuesday and Wednesday, and it slides on through as well. And you see the other one upstream after behind that one. So that one will kind of come into toward Thursday. So again, just kind of a boom, boom, boom. We've got a parade of these fronts coming at us. We're not really tapping any real Gulf moisture, which would be helpful, but anyway, that's what we're dealing with right now. So here's our forecast for tomorrow. 81.53, almost a 30-degree swing in temperatures there for tomorrow. Cool to warm. Light jacket in the morning, short sleeves in the afternoon. That's what you're looking at here in Chattanooga for tomorrow. Elsewhere looking like this. It looks like, again, cooler tonight. A lot of 40s on that map, as well as some low 50s, so a little bit cooler. I'll give you an example. Summerville will be close to a 30-degree swing there in temperatures there, as well as many other places. I mean, it's going to be just quite a big spread there across temperatures there. 79 in Cleveland, 79 in Dayton, as well as Athens, and mid-70s over there in the western North Carolina mountains there. Regionally looking like this: 84 in Nashville, 86 in Memphis, 89 in Jackson, 80 in Destin, 73 in Savannah. You see that little cooler air there. There a little bit of wedge there across the Carolinas there is a little cooler. And as far as the next 7 days are concerned, okay, for right now I'm going with the 68-46 on Wednesday, 70-45 on Thursday. Those two numbers are subject to change because the models do not have a good agreement here as far as the depth of the cooler. It's definitely trending below average for next week, I think. But we're pretty good for the weekend. We're going to stay warm into Saturday before that front blows through with that rain on Sunday, and then we'll kind of clear out by the afternoon, and Monday's looking pretty good. So next 4 to 5 days, we're looking pretty good. But day 6 and 7, still question marks on that as we're dealing with this parade of cold fronts coming at us here, and just question marks on the depth of the cold air, or the cool air. We won't really call it cold. You get me down to the 30s, and I'll start calling it cold, but cooler, we'll just say that. All right, that is y'all's update for today. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out. Please give us a like and follow if you're watching over on Facebook and over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future forecast updates. All right, that's it for now. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.